Oh, can you hear me? Hare Krishna. Welcome. Welcome everyone for this Bhakti Vriksha week 27 class. Today we have a very interesting session and of course we have a learning from this particular Bhakti Vriksha. But in order to understand that learning, we will have the entire class as a story from Srimad Bhagavatam. So the story is of two sisters and the name of the two sisters are Aditi and Diti. So this story is actually will make us reflect upon a lot of things. So we are going to have this particular Bhakti Vriksha in two sessions. We will not be able to finish today, but of course the story we will be able to finish today. So pay all your attention and because this story, once we learn it, we are going to also implement it in the next class when we actually know what the learning is. Right? So we'll begin with our prayers to Srila Prabhupada. I offer my respects to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, O spiritual master. I offer my respects to you, your servant of your Guru, Saraswati Goswami, and you are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya to the Western countries. Recite the Panchatattva. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gauri Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna mantra. Jai- Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So it is very important to start anything in our life with blessings from the Guru, blessings from Panchtattva, blessings from Shri Shri Radha Krishna. So every class, as a routine, we always begin by praying to them. So let's begin our class with Nectar of Holy Name, the glories of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Excuse me, 1 second, sorry. Yes. So it's very interesting that a lot of people talk about, that how Vishnu and Lord Ram and Lord Krishna are all same. Of course, they all are Supreme Lord, yet there is a very small difference. So the main deity, the main, Supreme Lord is Krishna. This we have been repeatedly, telling in all classes. So how we can actually more practically understand is that when we are chanting, the names of Vishnu, suppose there is in South, there is very important prayer which is, famous with the name of Vishnu Sahasranam. So Vishnu Sahasranam is chanting times the name of Lord Vishnu. I'll just type it. Sahasranam means thousand names. Okay. So now, if you're chanting, pay attention. If you're chanting these nine names of Vishnu thousand times, it is actually equal to chanting three times name of Lord Ram. Which means if I'm chanting three times Rama, 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 it gives me same benefit as chanting thousand names of Lord Vishnu. Just three times. Now, something more interesting. But if I just chant once the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it is equal to all of this. It is equal to three times of Rama. It is equal to chanting thousand names of Vishnu. So imagine how powerful the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is, that just by chanting once, you get the benefit of chanting thousand names of Lord Vishnu. So that much powerful is the Hare Krishna mantra. So although Vishnu, Rama, they all are same Supreme Lord, yet Krishna is the Supreme, is at the top of all the avatars. So in other words, names of Krishna are the most powerful. Okay, so that was our glories of holy name. And so all of you must remember, if anybody tells you that, Vishnu, Krishna, Rama, they're all same, of course they're same, but then, why are you chanting just Krishna, Krishna? People might ask you, you can chant Vishnu's name also. So then this is from the scriptures, and you can tell them that if I just chant once the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it is equal to chanting thousand names of Lord Vishnu. So why would I spend so much of time in taking thousand names of Vishnu when I can just get the same benefit by chanting once the Hare Krishna Mahamantra? You know, so it is more intelligent to just chant once, right? Isn't it? And again, it is most powerful mantra of the Kali Yuga, of all the times, in fact. Okay, so let's get into our session today. We are going to talk about these two sisters, Aditi and Diti. And so before that, let me give you a brief introduction. Let me just share my screen. So did you have a look at the two pictures? So there are always, whether we are talking about olden times, whether we are talking about current times, always there have been two kinds of people in this world. In the entire universe, there have always been two kinds of people. One is good people and one is bad people. So in the language of Bhagavad Gita, we also call them divine and demoniac. I'll just type it: divine and demoniac. So always there was never been a time when we never had In Lord Ram's time, we had Ravan, and Prahlad's time, we had Hiranyakashipu. So all the times, even in today's times also, you can so many politicians or so many corrupt people or criminals, you can see the demons in even in today's times, isn't it? So what is their fate? What will happen to them after death? So it is said that those who are divine, who are good people, who have good qualities, they get liberated after death. Liberated, as we all know, they come out from the cycle of birth and death. Whereas if they are demons, if they have all the bad qualities, then either they come back to this material world and again they suffer, or if they are horribly criminals or horribly bad people, then they also go down to animal species. So either they become animal or some, very horrible insects, anything. So that is the basic difference. And we all know it, right? You can all say yes if you all know that good people can have a chance to come out from the cycle of birth and death, and bad people can also have a chance to go down to animal life. Okay, fine. So let's keep this point in mind, and then let's start with our today's story. I'll again share. Sorry, I have my some mouse has a problem. It just give me a second, please. Saurabh, just one second. I'll just change my mouse. One second, please. It will work now. Okay. Okay. So, Kashyap Muni, I mean, there was a great sage. His name was Kashyap, and he had actually 13 wives. So basically, it's a story starts from Prajapati, and Prajapati had 60 daughters, and then 13, 13 of the daughters got married to Kashyap Muni. And from that 13, Diti and Aditi were two main wives of Kashyap Muni. So our story basically is
Sorry,
revolving
Mataji,
around,
can you please repeat? It was a little confusing. Can you please repeat
yeah.
that?
So top we have Daksh Prajapati, Daksh eldest type. Uh, though it's not important, I'll just give the Daksh Prajapati. He had 60 daughters, and 12, I'm confused. 12 got married to Kashyap Muni. And main, we are talking today about the story of two of his wives, that is Aditi and Diti. Understood? So now, although Aditi and Diti, they are both sisters, real sisters, had the same father, they had the similar upbringing, but their character, their nature was totally opposite. So from Aditi came the Devatas. I mean, she gave birth to Devatas, and the main Devata, the top of all the Devatas is Indra. So, which means Indra is the son of Aditi and Kashyap. And from Diti comes all the demons. And the chief demons are Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksh. Okay, we'll have a look at this photo again.
Mataji, we cannot see the slide
Okay, yeah, sorry.
full screen.
Okay,
Yes.
shall I close?
Yes, Mataji.
So now we have this background with us that how Aditi and Diti both are real sisters, and yet, although having the same upbringing, yet their characters are totally different. And you can see that how one of the sisters has gave birth to all the devatas, and the other sister gave birth to all the demons. So once what happens, one fine evening, you know, Kashyap Muni is sitting in his hermitage in where he is living in the forest, and Diti comes to him, and she is requesting her husband for sex because she wanted to have sons. Then she lost, her sons because Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksh, they were killed by Indra. We know the story, right? Because of Prahlad, Lord Narsimhadev killed Hiranyakashipu, and Lord Varadev killed Hiranyaksh. When, you know, uh, Hiranyaksh has taken the entire earth and put it under the sea. So Lord appeared as Vara, and he took out the earth from water and then killed this demon, Hiranyaksh. Now, Diti, who is the mother of both of them, she is very upset and she wants a revenge. Now, mind you, that this killing has been done by Lord Vishnu, but she's putting all the blame on Indra because Indra, in order to save the demigods only, Lord Vishnu is taking coming as in different forms and killing these demons. So she's highly upset and she says that I want another child. She wants Indra to be killed, and so she wants a revenge, and she wants a son who will be more powerful than Indra so that he can kill Indra. So that is her main agenda. And that is why when she approaches Kashyap Muni, she wants to have sex with him and wants a son, which is who is more powerful than Indra. Now, at this time, this is an evening time. So, very, very different from our current times. So, Kashyap Muni says that this is not a very auspicious time. Evening is the time to remember the Lord, and this is not the right time for having any sexual relationship. So, please wait till morning, and I shall certainly fulfill my promise, and I shall give you a son. No, but Diti is very, very restless. She doesn't want to wait. She said, I don't care. But Kashyap Muni says that, if we have any kind of a relation at this time, then the child who is going to be born will be a demon. So, but still, she is not bothered. She doesn't listen to her husband, and she is very, very hell bent upon having a sexual relationship with the husband. Now, on the other side, so definitely Kashyap Muni did not have a choice. And in the evening when it is time to have put the all of you know that in the evenings we put a lamp in our temple and we do aarti, and it is not suggestive to go for relation in the evening. But because she was so adamant and she was so strong headed, she did not want to listen to her husband. So Kashyap Muni agreed to whatever her desire was. Now, in a comparison, now we will look at the case of Aditi. So once what happens that after many, many days of meditation, the powerful Kashyap Muni returned home after. So this was one incident. Now I'm going to, explain another incident. So Kashyap Muni, after meditating for many, many days, he comes back home. He comes back to his ashram and he sees that Aditi is not happy. So he's very concerned that what happened? Are you not doing your duties properly? Are you not offering your worship to the Lord? And a lot of questions he asks. So Aditi, first of all, she serves him. She doesn't immediately gives her problem. She attends to her husband, makes sure that he gets comfortable, gives food and water, and makes all those kind of arrangements that Kashyap Muni gets settled at home and he is comfortable. And once he's relaxed and he's comfortable, then she starts talking to him. And she says that Bali Maharaj, Bali is the one who, because he had become very powerful. Again, Bali is a demon, and he had become very powerful, and he had captured all the demigods, all the devatas. So devatas are not on their throne.
Mataji, this Vali spelling Vali or Bali?
Bali, Bali.
B-A.
Yeah, the Vaman story. So Bali captured, all devatas and also Indra, and so they were not, they could not live in their kingdom because as a demon, Bali had thrown them all out of their kingdom. So Aditi, being mother of Indra and all the devatas, so she was very concerned, and she says, you are very powerful." She was telling her husband, "You have, all the meditative powers you have. So do something, request to the Lord, and please see that my children get back their kingdom." So we'll quickly have a look at both slides. So the first picture is of Diti when she's trying to convince her husband to have a relationship in the evening. And the second one is of Aditi. I'll close. Is that fine? Everybody could see.
Yes, yes, Mataji.
So now you have seen what both the women have discussed with their husbands. So now let's look at their characters. So here we have Aditi, who's the mother of Indra and who's given birth to all the devatas. She is not taking any kind of revenge. First of all, she's very patient. She did not, the moment her husband comes, she doesn't pounce onto him, come with a list full of complaints. She could have done that, my children are not, as a mother, she was very upset that my children are not having their kingdoms. They're not living, the demon has come and thrown all of them out of the kingdom. But she's very patient. She attends to she's very dutiful, and she has attends to the need of her husband. She sees that her husband is very tired, come after many days of meditation, and I must attend to him, give him, take care of his food and water, and give him rest. So she's not impatient. She's highly patient and dutiful. And then she actually starts discussing about her sons. There is no revenge feeling. Even had she wanted, she also could have said that, please give me or have some power so that we can kill the demons. But she never said that. She said, all I want is my children should get back their revenge feeling. She did not want the harm of the enemy. All she spoke was that my children should get back their place and they should live happily. On the other side, we look at Diti. Diti is very impatient and she is very jealous and envious because she sees that how her sister Aditi. So she is planning to kill Indra, and whose son is Indra? Indra is the son of her own sister, and she's planning to kill her sister's son only. She wants to kill the enemy. She's scheming, she's manipulating, and she's trying to uh, do all the way. She's play all the tricks so that she can convince her husband. So on the one side, we see that how Diti is a dutiful wife, patient, very calm and composed. She's has no envy or jealousy, and she doesn't complain, and she doesn't think about her. She thinks about others' comfort first. She follows all the dharma. Whereas we see that how Diti is very selfish, impatient, and she has lust, and she's very lusty and very envious, jealousy. And for in order to fulfill her own desires, she's giving philosophy also that see, wife is coming to you and husband should not reject her request. So she's giving teaching philosophy also just because she wanted to for her own personal profit, and she wanted to kill Indra, take revenge. So she has no regard for dharma. I mean, dharma will say that you should not. Can you think of killing your own sister's or your husband's son? But she was all set to take revenge. She wanted a son who was powerful and he was immortal, who would never die, and he would kill. She used to think that my sister's son is her enemy. So now we see both the cases. Now, what does Kashyap Muni does? So Kashyap Muni, he comes out with a solution because he's very learned. He's very learned. He's very spiritual. He's very God conscious. He knows that Krishna is the supreme Lord, and everything that happens is because of Krishna's will. So she gave both of them one set of tapasya. So he tells them to do one kind of a fasting. So let's see what he tells Aditi. So to Aditi, he says you follow one kind of fasting, which is called Payovrata. Now, in this fasting, Kashyapuni says you simply have to focus all your energies on the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna and worship Him and fast for Him, and you will certainly get, all your desires fulfilled. He doesn't say what desire because Aditi just wanted her children to get back the kingdom. She's not thinking bad of anybody. So he said, all you do is just focus on the Supreme Lord and you meditate and you do tapasya, and certainly your wish will be granted. Whereas to Diti, he gives another kind of fast. And the name of that fast is, that is type, Pumsavana, Pumsavana, right? So this is the fast which Kashyap Muni tells Diti. So now Kashyap told that, especially to Diti, that you have to perform this tapasya for 10,000 years. So this is not very surprising because people would live for very long years, 60,000, 70,000 years, people would live. So he says you have to perform this tapasya for 10,000 years. And after doing that, you will definitely get a king, get a son who would be able to kill Indra and conquer all the three worlds. But he gave her long list of conditions. So some of them I'll just let you know what all conditions he said. He said, do not injure any creature. Do not give harm to any creature. Do not curse. Do not tell lies. And do not cut nails. While you are observing this fast, no nail cuttings. Do not touch any unclean object. Do not get angry. Do not speak to wicked people. Do not wear dirty clothes. Do not eat anything which is left over by other person. Like somebody has left some juta thing in their plate and don't eat that. So he says, tells her that you put on clean white dress and, before breakfast, you take a bath and you worship the cows and you worship the Brahmanas. You worship goddess Vishnu and Lakshmi. So basically, can you see the list of things that Kashyap Muni uh, told Diti? Why? Because she was not observing them. See, as a daily practice, she was putting dirty clothes, she was eating all the juta, she was not bothered about taking a bath, she was not doing her daily worship, she was not even doing this thing, the little things. So Kashyap Muni had to say that at least you do that much, that is going to purify your body, purify your soul. And then in that condition, if you fast, then definitely you will get a son, a powerful son. So, and on the comparison, we see that how to Aditi, he didn't say anything. He said, you just meditate on the Supreme Lord. So can you see the difference in both? Because Kashyap Muni knew the character of both his wives. And that is why he tells them separate fast. He tells them separate, set of instructions. Now, share the slides. So what happens at the end of their fasting? Now there was a lot of disturbance in Diti's fast, and then that's another story that how what actually happens to her pregnancy. But the net result was that uh, after the completion of the fast, Aditi got, darshan of the Supreme Lord, and Supreme Lord promised that I myself will come into your womb. And as whom did Lord Vishnu come as? He came as Lord Vaman. Okay. So Lord later on he promises and he comes back in the womb of Aditi and Kashyap Muni as Vaman Dev. And then he later on, the story of Bali Maharaj and Vaman, that how he takes all his land and property. And, Diti gives birth to 49 Maruts. Maruts again actually is, uh, although they were supposed to be demons, but actually they kind of became Vaishnavas only. They became followers of Lord Vishnu only. And I mean, she could not successfully complete her fast also. So I'll just share the slides. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our story. And the purpose of the story was that how two sisters, real sisters, born from same mother and father, are so contrastingly different, and how one of them has all the good qualities and how the other one has all the qualities of a demon. So if you remember, we have discussed couple of times about the three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance, right? So which mode do you think is Diti in? Aditi, which mode is she in? First of all, Aditi, what mode is she in? Goodness, passion, or ignorance? What mode is good Aditi in?
She's in the mode of goodness, Mataji,
Yes,
Anshuman Prabhu
yes.
says.
Very good, very good. And how about Diti? What mode is she in?
There's confusion, Mataji. Some are saying mode of passion, some are saying mode of ignorance.
Actually, both. Why passion? Because she's very ambitious. She can scheme and she can plot and she has very high ambitions. So there she it is. She has a lot of mode of passion. At the same time, ignorance, because she whatever she is doing is absolutely incorrect. Ignorance means it is against the principles of dharma. So basically, Diti is showing both ignorance as well as passion. Okay. Now, my dear friends, this is what our story was, and we are from next week onwards, we are going to take this up, that how now we both. First of all, we are going to learn divine and the demonic qualities, the good and the bad qualities. Now, all these qualities are actually given in Bhagavad Gita. So there are 26 divine qualities which we are going to learn. In fact, if not all the 26, we are going to learn at least 10 of them. And there are six of the demonic qualities. So these qualities we are going to study in our next class. What are the qualities? We'll also learn these qualities with the help of examples. So how, we saw that how Aditi is full of, divine qualities, and Diti is filled with bad or demonic qualities. Now, the choice is up to us. Everyone has a choice. Whether you want to pick up divine qualities or you want to pick up demonic qualities, the choice is entirely up to you. And we have learned in the beginning of the class that if you learn, if you pick up the divine qualities, you have the chance to become free from the cycle of birth and death. And are if you pick up the bad qualities, then all the chances are there to go back to the animal planet. So the choice Lord has given entirely to us. So we are going to learn these qualities, and we will also learn that how if we don't follow what is done saying in the scriptures, then we attain no happiness in this life. If we go against the rules and regulation of the scriptures, there is no happiness, and we don't even become perfect in our life. Perfect means we don't even go back to Krishna. So that's the end of our class. Sorry, it just took little more time today. We can have 2, 3 questions. Otherwise, we can also attend to questions next week, because we are going to continue this session. We're going to continue the same topic. We can have the questions next time also. At 1 or 2 questions, we can take.
Mataji, Aditi, who
Yes.
is Aditi's mother, Mataji? Both the sisters, who's the mother of
1 second. It starts with V. It's a little tricky name, so I couldn't remember. Varshni, I think, is her name. Daksh is the father. 1 second, I'll just check out. It wasn't coming very easily on my lips, so I couldn't really remember. 1 second. Huh? Asikni. Asikni.
Can you repeat the spelling, Mataji?
Yeah, Once I'll just type it. It's not, I'm not getting it so easily. Daksh is the father. Daksh is also the father of Mother Parvati. So Aditi, Diti, Parvati, they're all sisters. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. After marriage, Mataji,
Yes.
most of the things, I mean, marriage planning or sexual, intimacy happens at night. So, do you think at night, if people get together, their children will have demoniac qualities?
Can you repeat the question, Saurabh? We were talking about having sexual relationship at night.
So, Mataji, it's natural because it's night is the time when people have the
Yeah, we are
privacy
not
to
talking
come
about night here.
together.
We are talking about evening. The time when she was requesting was the evening time. What do you do at 6 o'clock in the evening? 5:36. Between 6 and 7, what do you do? We are talking about 6 and 7 o'clock when it is also it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam that Lord Shiva would go around a tour, just to check out all the
So,
people and
Mataji, sorry, which book again?
Srimad Bhagavatam. Lord Shiva and his ganas, like, all the people under Lord Shiva, they will go and check out all the people in the universe. So Kashyap Muni wanted to avoid it because he felt that Lord Shiva will have a look, he will see what, anartha, what bad act we are doing. So since time immemorial, evening time is devoted to the Lord. So 6 o'clock, if you see, all the temples will be full. Your mothers will be putting a deepam on the tulsi, or they'll put a lamp in the altar. We're not talking about night time. We're talking about the evening time, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock times. When the sun is setting and the moon is rising, that time I'm talking. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank
You can take Ganesh. I've never seen who's this Ganesh.
you. Mataji, Hare Krishna and Dandvat Pranam. And Aditi and Diti. Hmm. Mataji, so I'm asking about, I think the question is about right and wrong. So Ganesh Mataji, his question was that, his education. So in education, it's natural, people will plan about the future, maybe private job, maybe government job. Everybody plans. So
Okay.
this is passion. It's involved. It's that mode of passion is involved and ignorance is involved in this.
See, we have to maintain our body, right? God has given us this body. So for maintaining of the body, we need to work. Work has to be done. What we are trying to say is that if you, while working, if you become If you become totally enjoy, keep enjoying your own senses and not bother about, where that money is coming from. So how we practice in ISKCON is that we do our normal jobs, we go to office, we get money, and with that money, we offer it to Krishna. With that money, we buy food and we offer it to Krishna. With that money, we give charity in the temple. So same money, same profession. If you are ambitious, no problem. You go ahead, you work, but keep Krishna in the center. If your wife is there, you should always think that how can I serve Krishna? How can I make my temple beautiful? How can I give my children the education about Krishna? So basically, all your activities should be around Krishna. If you do that, then there is no point, there is no harm in becoming very passionate about your job. You can earn crores of rupees. There's no harm in earning crores of rupees as long as you don't spend that money just on your own enjoyment. If you use that money for Krishna conscious work, then that money also becomes purified. And at the same time, you don't become too greedy about money also, because you're doing for Krishna, you become without greed, and your money also becomes purified. So to all of you who are working professionals, who have their own work, there is no harm in becoming rich or getting money as long as you have Krishna in the center. I hope I answer your question. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Rushikesh. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
He's getting a call, Mataji. So we can call Prakhar.
हाँ.
Hare Krishna. Namaskar,
Prakhar has
Mataji.
improved. He looks good.
CLIFF. Cliff. Sign. What is the sign for cliff?
Mountain.
CLIFF. Word. What's the sign?
They don't know the cliff meaning, Saurav. I think you have to explain what a cliff is. The top of the mountain, you can just say.
So it's the place from where you can see deep down, right, Mataji? The end of the mountain
No, the top of the mountain.
is the cliff. Ah,
The cliff.
I
What is
think it's
Anjuman?
cliff is something where from the you see. I mean, if you're standing at a cliff, that means from there it's a a, a drop or something like that. That's what I
It's the
think. I think.
topmost part of the mountain.
I don't mountain cliff.
Yeah, they see the cliff is the top of the cliff, top of the mountain.
That's the summit, no, Mataji.
One second, let me Google it.
Cliff is something where you're standing and from there it's down. There's nothing beyond that. There is like a cliff. Sign, I won't know. Meaning understood?
Cliff meaning steep rock face, especially at the edge of the sea.
Yeah.
coast path along the path of rugged cliffs. So Anshuman picture he was showing, I think it was correct. So what is the question? He just wanted to know the sign.
He wanted to know the word one.
Okay. Anybody else? Are we done?
Hmm. Reiterating, Mataji, what you had said, 100 names, 1000 names of Vishnu, three times Ram,
Right,
and one Vishnu.
right.
So, I was just asking 108 into 16 is 1728. 1 hour, that many names he's doing.
Name what? The
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, no,
or some
Mataji.
other? Ah,
Wha-
okay. Very good, very good. No, this
Hmm.
is actually for people who are.
So that's different, Mataji. I think there's some confusion.
No, this is basically I wanted to explain because there are many people, as I said, that they chant thousand name of Vishnus. As I said, there is a book. There's actually a book which has thousand names of Lord Vishnu, which at least in South India, it is very common that people chant every day thousand names of Vishnu. So for that, I'm saying that chanting thousand names of Vishnu is equal to chanting three times, just three times saying Rama, Rama, Rama. And more powerful that is just chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So it's a comparison to tell you that how in little effort, we can get big result. You put in less money and you get more interest, you get more money back. Similarly, you put in less effort, you get more powerful result. Of course, you're chanting 108 times. I'm just talking about once. Even if you once speak Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, it is equivalent to thousand names of Vishnu. Not even Mala. I'm not even saying 108. I'm just saying one time.
So I'm doing 1728, no, Mataji, out of 108 rounds which I do. So
Okay.
what about that?
That's great. That's great. That's very nice. Wonderful. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
It was different. What you were saying, that's 1000 Vishnu. I didn't understand. That's why I asked.
So I'm just trying to tell you that how just chanting once is very, very powerful. You don't have to bother about Vishnu is has a separate name list. I'm not talking Hare Krishna mantra. I'm saying Vishnu has a separate name list. There are thousand more than names of Vishnu. So if you think that is
Mataji,
powerful,
can
so
you
I'm
give some examples that will help? Vishnu,
no.
some
There is a
name.
book. I don't have it right now. I can show a book of it is called Vishnu Sahasranam. So if you open, there'll be thousand names of Vishnu. Let me see if I can find something. Yeah, see.
Mataji, I would also have to take your leave.
Yeah, yeah. Just quickly show them, then we can you can leave. Even
Sorry,
I also.
Anshuman was raising his hand. Mataji, you can send the picture to the group, no? If you
Mm.
would like, because Anshuman is just explaining to Sanjay.
Okay, 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 okay.
That's the 116 rounds which you're doing.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll
I
take
just
lead.
requested Anshuman Prabhuji and Sanjay Prabhuji if they can take this
Yeah, yeah. They can
personally.
take it forward. Yeah, personally they can take it. So thank you so much. We'll meet next week. Don't miss next week's class. It's a continuation of what we have done now. So thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hari Bol. Thank you, Saurav.
Thank you, ma'am.